Hello, this is David Atkinson at Glasgow Clyde College. I'm about to make a A5 12-page booklet mock-up. These are A4 sheets of paper, and what we do is we just fold them in half to make A5. I put a nice crease down there so it finishes. And I've got 3 sheets of paper. Each sheet represents 4 pages. One's folded in half. And then we put those together. The basic purpose of this is to see what information we want on each page. So we've basically got A5, and that's going to be an A5 booklet. This is 200 gram paper, which is quite heavy, but it's quite nice if you're doing a booklet to have heavier paper so you get less see-through and it feels really good on the 200 gram. The standard business card is about 350 gram. And photocopy paper, your normal just standard photocopies, about 80. So this sits in the middle of those roughly. Right, so we've got a front cover. Now what we do, I would just identify what the front cover is. And to keep things nice and simple and straightforward, I always number that page 1. And then we have page 2, and we'll just go through the booklet indicating what number pages. 6 and 7 are usually your centre spreads, which is great because you have some good design running across the middle because it's not split. It's all on one spread where you see the splits. When 8 and 9, you've got a split for your design. So if you've got text going over there, it's not a great thing for small text because it will split up, and if it doesn't put up correctly, it won't look very good. 10, 11, that's the inside back cover. And then we have page 12, which is the back cover. Now, we're looking at about 800 words for this booklet. So you generally take the feeling, if you're doing a word count, that actually very few words on the front or even on the inside. It's quite nice to have a good design on the inside. You might have a quote, something quite interesting, but really your introduction should start on page 3. And that's about 100 words. Page 4, again another 100 words. And page 5, 100 words. You don't have to have the exact amount of words on each page. You could have 200 on 4 with more of a graphic on the right hand side. But this is just really to help us work out the overall layout. And get up to page 8 and page 9. And then when you're researching your words off the internet, you can think of the titles that you want to put in there and what bits of words that you require. Then usually page 11, I would say, is the inside back cover, which is again, it'll be a design, a quote, or some facts and figures. So you've used your 800 words up on the centre pages, and the back cover is usually your design. So that's basically our mock-up. One thing just to add is when you're doing a brochure mock-up, how many pages you have, if you plus 1, your pages opposite each other always come 1 plus that amount. So we're doing 12 pages. So basically page 1 and page 12 add up to 13. And page 2 and 11 add up to 13. And that is the same all the way through your document. 10 and 3, 13. In centre pages, 6 and 7 is 13. And if you always number page 1, as a front cover, you'll always see that the even number should always be on the left hand side and the odd number is on the right hand side. This is important for when you're sending to print, because you don't want the printer, especially if you've not got page numbers, you don't want the printer to get your pages mixed up. And then you'll always know how it runs, and that's how it's put together. And that's a simple mock-up. Sometimes you can do them a little bit smaller to get them working. You can stick them into your sketchbooks just to get in your own mind about the information, the text and images that go onto each page. But it's always good to do a 3D mock-up. That's David Atkinson at Glasgow Clyde.